Here's an iconic song that, in my opinion, is the epitome of the California folk rock sound. Now, it was made famous in the 70s by the Eagles, but it was actually written by a musician and songwriter named Jack Tempchin. The story goes as he was in a club in El Centro, California, and got inspired to write the lyrics by just watching people interact. Then he went home, finished up the song, and later played it for Glenn Frey. When Glenn Frey heard it, he thought this was an awesome song and thought it fit well with his own just sort of mellow vocal style. So he ended up taking the song and recording it with the Eagles, and it became one of their most signature tracks. It starts off with just 2 chords. Here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're in the key of E here, and we're using 2 chords. The first one is E, open, 2, 2, 1, open, open. Then all you have to do to go to the next chord is add your pinky down on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So you get open, 2, 2, 2, open, open. Now we're just gonna alternate 1 bar each. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, then add the pinky, 2, 3, 4, then take it off, 2, 3, 4, then put it back on, and that's it. So 4 counts on each chord for the intro. Now, you want to add a little bit of strumming with that, so what we're going to do is play this very common pattern. It sounds like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. So it goes down, down, up, down, up. Okay, so that's the basic pattern. We're starting off with a quarter note, 1 and, then we go 2 and, which are 8th notes. Then we don't play on beat 3, but our hand goes down, and we come back up and play up, down, up on 3 and 4 and. So all together, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now that strumming pattern works through the entire song, but I want to show you 2 just little nuances you can add to it that are going to make it sound more Eaglesy. We're going to start by just kind of hitting the lower string, so like that, or you could even pluck just 1 note if you wanted to, the bass note there, but I like to just kind of keep it simple and just kind of hit whatever comes out on the bass strings, and then from there on beat 2, we're gonna kind of drag our pick a little bit slower through the strings. So instead of like strumming right away, it's gonna go, see that there, where I just kind of drag out the pick. So if I just played, the way most people will probably play it, which is just, then I add these 2 things, you get like, and it's just a little bit more Eaglesy. They played with this kind of dragging pick motion on a lot of songs. For example, Tequila Sunrise is another one you can hear this on. So now we're gonna take that strumming pattern and apply it to the chords. So we're gonna do 1 of those patterns per chord. Here's what that sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the first part. Now, if you want to understand how these chords click together in a key, and so you can learn songs a lot faster, go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard-guide and download my free fretboard map that's going to show you how you can take these simple chords like E and A and use them in a framework to unlock the neck. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard-guide and grab that now. Okay, right there, we're gonna start the verse. Now we're gonna get 2 new chords in the verse. Let me show you those real quick. We've got an A, which is from the 5th string down, open, 2, 2, 2, open. And then we've got a B7, which is 2, 1, 2, open, 2, starting there on the 5th string as well. So for the A chord and the B7 chord, I'm gonna mute that low E string. And I do that by just bringing this finger up kind of and lightly touching that string. And then on the A, a lot of times I use my thumb. So that gives you a clean sound on each chord. So here's the verse. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. So we've got an 8-bar chord progression. We're gonna start out playing a bar per chord. We're gonna go E, A, E, A, E, A. So that's 3 times going E to A, okay? After that, we're gonna go up to the B7 chord, and that's gonna last for 2 bars like this. 1, 2, and 4, and 2, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. So that's the only chord there in the verse that lasts 2 bars, and that means we're gonna play 2 of those strumming patterns when we get to the B7. Okay, here's the verse played as one piece, all 8 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, E, A, E, A. One more time, E, A, to B7. All right, so that's the verse. Now it's 8 bars long. The progression is 8 bars long, but it goes twice. So I'll play it one more time. Here it is again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the second time, we're gonna be on that B7, and then we're gonna go to the chorus, which actually goes back down from B7 to A. And this is where they sing, I got a peaceful, easy feeling. Here's what it sounds like. I got a peaceful, easy feeling. Standing on the ground. Okay, so we've got a few new chords here, and the first one I'll show you comes at the end of that chorus there, and it's an A sus2 chord with an F sharp in the bass, and functionally in the song it functions like an F sharp minor, but this is kind of an easier change where you don't have to bar. You could play F sharp minor, which is fine if you want to play a bar chord, but this is a nice chord here. You play the 2nd fret of the low E, mute the 5th string, then play 2nd fret on the 4th and 3rd strings, then open 2nd string and open 1st string. That's A sus2 with an F sharp in the bass. Now this move here, all you do is you play 1 bar of that, and then you take off that bass note and play from the 5th string down with the 5th string open. And that's the change there. So it's like, I'm already standing. See that? It's a nice move. Then you go up to B7 and E. So that's the end of the chorus here. Let's back up. Now that you know those chords, we're gonna start on the A chord. Now we're in the key of E, so the chorus starts on what we call the 4 chord. That's when they sing, I got a peaceful, easy feeling. Now we're gonna play 2 bars of each chord for the start of the chorus. So it's gonna go A, then we go back to E, then to A again, then B7. So 4 changes there with 2 bars on each chord. A, E, E, A, B7, B7. Then we hit this tag I was talking about. And I'm already standing on the ground. So that's just walking up there. It's like a walk up progression. Again, you'll see in a lot of tutorials F sharp minor there. E going up to F sharp minor, which is really what this chord is. Again, this is just a nice open way of playing it without having to bar. And then you go to A and then B7. And that's just stepping up the scale. If you look at the bass line there in an E major scale, because I'm E, then F sharp, then A, then B, then back to the intro. So here's the entire chorus. We've got sort of the first part, which is that 8-bar progression where the chords are lasting 2 bars per chord, and then we finish it with this tag, this walk-up progression that sort of just loops us back around into the intro. Here's what it sounds like. A 1, 2, I got a peaceful, easy feeling. So already standing on the ground. When you end the song, you'd end on E. So that's how to play the sections of Peaceful Easy Feeling. Now, if you're having trouble with these chords, or you just want to understand the fretboard and not spin your wheels as much when you're learning songs, then grab my free fretboard guide. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide, and you can pick this up as my gift to you. It's going to actually show you a lot of these chords that you saw in this lesson, and you'll see how they connect together on a framework for the neck that's going to work for rhythm and lead, and it's really going to be one of the most useful pages you'll ever see for understanding the fretboard. And you can get it completely for free by just going to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide and grabbing that as my gift to you. As always, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, I think you'll really like this one next.